15 the whole movie with it. Yeah, it's a real deep concept too.
wow,
Yeah, the
wow.
prophecy was a real deep concept. I was in that particular place when I made that one.
Okay. Do you want to go into details
Yeah,
about
yeah,
that
yeah.
place that you were in?
So it was just real deep on a metaphysical level, you know what I
Mhm.
mean? And I wanted my first like official project to represent like my life story, like up
Gotcha.
until that point, you know. And I did something interesting with it. So it starts off with like a chant, right?
Okay.
And it's like I'm being awakened, the spirit inside of me. And
Mm.
throughout the album, I go through the different stages that people go through in life. So I'm dealing with relationships, I'm dealing with family, I'm dealing with friends,
Yeah.
I'm dealing with unemployment, dealing with everything that is to deal with. And then towards the end, I started getting into like social things that we
Okay.
deal with, you know what I mean? And it ended off on a song called Lights.
Mhm.
And that was dealing with like police brutality and police shootings. Because
Okay.
you know, around that time, it was a lot of that going on.
All
And so the way
right.
the album end on the death, but it's a cycle. So it begins again with a
All
new
over
birth.
again. Okay. This sounds like a movie.
It is. Yeah.
And I mean, like you actually taking me on a journey, like visualizing it
Yeah.
into a movie. Do you have any plans to create this into a movie in the
There
future?
is one. So right now,
Okay,
if you go to
okay.
travelkingdom.com, that's
Okay.
my line. You can get the digital download for free. So you can
Okay.
watch the whole movie for free. It's like 49 minutes long.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
Shout out to
okay.
everybody that was a part of that, helped me put that together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So are you going to continue that to
So
like create another?
that chapter's over, right?
Okay.
And
Okay.
so now it's all about the International Man of Leisure.
Yeah.
International Man of Leisure is fun. It's real player vibes. Everything is about having a good time. You know what I mean? And so that is actually like on some. You like James Bond?
Yeah, yeah,
007?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Dun, 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 dun. That's the first thing I think about. This the music.
And so
Yeah.
when you
Okay.
listen to the album, as a matter of fact, the first song that you played to intro,
Yeah, the number one, right?
that's the same kind of feel what you just did.
Okay, and I like number one. That's why I started out with number one because that's number one. You know, so congratulations on your latest release of number one. And what can the listeners expect from this new album? I know you say it has like the 007 vibe, but can you go into more depth?
Absolutely. So the International Man of Leisure, right, is taking a break from what everybody else is doing currently with the real like super violent, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And hypersexual.
Okay.
Like it's on both sides. This is very like sensual and it's more so like conservative. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's less about, let me say the most craziest thing I can say to get attention. And it's more so about how can I cleverly say this to where people who got game gonna know exactly what I mean when I say it.
Right.
And so that's the vibe of that,
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
And how does number one showcase your growth and evolution as an artist?
Oh, number one, take you to like where I'm at now, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the humble beginning from where I started, I didn't
Okay.
have that same appeal. Like I always had the confidence in me, but I wasn't so braggadocious. I wasn't coming so hard at it.
Yeah, yeah.
Number one is just like I done ripped my shirt off, I'm screaming, and you know
Right,
what I'm saying?
right.
And I'm basically just saying like I'm the dopest. And it started off ain't no stopping on the road to these riches. That's number one.
Okay.
So coming out the gate, I'm letting you know exactly what I'm on.
Yeah, yeah.
The drive.
Yeah, because at first you wasn't able to pull off your shirts. Now you're like you bold, and I love that about the artistry. It takes you on a journey to being more creative, being more boldness, and it shows your growth as well. And I love that. And speaking of growth, from where you at now to the prophecy, I know you talked about that project a little bit. Yeah. So I want us to talk about it a little bit more. How does it compare? How does it compare to your latest work with your growth from prophecy to number one?
So in between prophecy and number one, I did a mixtape, and so the connection from here to there might not make sense if I don't include that mixtape part.
Yeah.
So the mixtape I did was with a DJ out of Chicago named DJ Amaris. That's Chief Keef official DJ.
Okay.
Amaris,
okay. Yeah. You got to shout him out. Shout him out. Yeah.
So the mixtape we did was called Akhenaten. So the way that the prophecy left off and the way Akhenaten came in, it was a perfect bridge between that and this International Man of Leisure EP that I did.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's taking those same concepts of the deep philosophical meaning of the prophecy, but introducing it in a more way of a braggadocious, flamboyant, in your face that International Man of Leisure was going to leave you with. So I like I slowly just walked you over here using this mixtape to do it.
Yeah. And see, people be slipping on these mixtapes.
They sleep on it.
They be sleep on it. And you know, back in the day, mixtapes were a thing, you know, for you to get to where you at, you know, you need to have those mixtapes. Yeah. And you don't really see too many people doing mixtapes no more. But I mean, that's like the foundation of hip hop. Yeah. Mixtapes, you know.
And me being in Houston right now is important for us to talk about that.
It is.
I believe in, if I say I'm the best, I need to be able to do everything.
Right.
So I need to be able to do original music, and I need to be able to take his song, take her beat, and do what I need to do on there, so that they can see like, oh man, you can do everything.
Right.
It's an all around, versatile kind of cat.
Exactly. Now I know you say you started, the music. You started doing music at the age of 7, but along your journey, who was one of your biggest influencers that stuck with you to make you want to keep going in the entertainment industry?
Make you want to keep going.
Yeah.
Now you asking about people that I look up to inspirationally in the music
industry. Well, you can start with music first, and then we'll talk about personal